Stare. I'm not going and I'm never going to go. What's going on, YouTube? What's going on to my subscribers? As I come to you from Pucón, Chile, we're talking about the bull case for altcoins. Just when people think it's done, that's when things move. But first, like and subscribe. Turn on the push notifications that I give you videos like this every single day. And I also live stream every single day. And I got a couple popping off Telegram groups. Links in the description. Guys, I want to talk to you about November. October is almost done. A complete disappointment. A complete mirage of up and to the right chart action. It didn't happen. In fact, Ethereum's on the ropes. Bitcoin is on the ropes. Everything is absolutely at a standstill. Okay, we literally have most of investors not even here. Retail not even here. We are at a absolute crisis mode. Look at the fear in the market. 32 out of 100 on the fear and greed index. Look at the altcoin market. 23 out of 100 on the altcoin index. Literally, you can't talk anyone into buying an altcoin. Cadena just shut down. Are there more is there gonna be more altcoins that they're looking at their balance sheets and they're thinking maybe we should just pack up. Maybe we should just just forget about this, because you know what? That Cadena thing really shows how a lot of altcoins were really banking on us having an alt season by now. And now it's past, and a lot of balance sheets look like crap. They look really bad for these altcoins. But I'm going to tell you this, okay? I think this is exactly the time when things start to bubble. And why is that? Well, one, you got Tom Lee walking around pumping Ethereum, talking about Ethereum constantly, saying that the Ethereum could go to $60,000 in the next 5 years, that he expects Ethereum to go to $12,000 to $15,000 within the next few months. He is attracting institutional buyers. He is attracting a lot of stock buys, and he's a chairman of Bitmine, which is a pseudo Ethereum treasury. They're literally buying Ethereum like crazy. I think they have almost 4 million coins of Ethereum, about $13 billion worth of Ethereum, and he is talking to investors. He's on a tour like Michael Saylor, right? So you got that. You also have the bottoming of altcoins. Literally, they look like crap. I think the tried and trues, I think the majors, like Avalanche, like Cardano, like Ethereum, what else? Chainlink. I think these coins, Asui and Solana, of course, I think these majors are going to start to run really soon. When, I can't tell you. But I think it's going to go off of a big piece of news. One of those big pieces of news, again, I think coming is the end of the U.S. government shutdown. I think that's going to be more bullish than anything. We got to understand this. By November 1st, Trump has to have the government reopen, or food stamps are going to be gone. And that would be pandemonium in the U.S. Literally, so many people are not going to be able to get food, okay? And that would be a major problem, right? So I think he has incentive to end that government shutdown sooner than later. He has till November 1st. It's already been too long, a lot of Americans are saying. I think when that happens, I think the market will pump. I also, Jerome Powell is also going to be speaking in the next couple of weeks. I think within the next couple of weeks on rate cuts. I think there's going to be more rate cuts happening. I think there's going to be more bullish news on the Fed side of things, and I think that's going to really pump the markets, guys. I really, really think so. I'm waiting for ETH volume to return. Right now we're at 3,800, 3,900 and ETH in terms of ETH price right now. I really would like to see ETH retest its all-time highs of I think it's around 5,000, 5,100. I really would like to see ETH retest that. How do we get there? Well, I mean, Bitcoin is just going to have to move up. Bitcoin dominance. Benjamin Cowan just said on his show recently he expects Bitcoin dominance to just skyrocket in the next couple weeks. I mean, that's not great for altcoins because there's going to be a separation, but it will show overall strength in the market, which is good. And it will allow altcoins, ETH especially, that would be lagging to catch up, okay? So there's 3 bullish cases that we have for November. Also, guys, I mean, I would think the major elites and players in this space want to see, some bullish talk around the Thanksgiving table in the U.S., and that's only a month away. And so the government shutdown, the rate cuts, and maybe a crypto pump could entice retail to get back into this market. But they're going to need some stimmies, man. America's going to need some stimmies. Remember, I mean, even Tom Lee just said, the American economy drives crypto. It's the main driver. Guys, I'm out here in Pucón, Chile, right? Nobody cares about Bitcoin. Nobody cares about crypto. You want to know why? Because this country's self-sufficient completely. They have fresh local fruits and vegetables. They have all kinds of things at their disposal that is domestic, that is here. They don't have to, go get it from other countries. They got the meat, they got the vegetables, they got the electricity, they got the water. They got everything they need. So now on the other side of things, you got America that is importing a lot of stuff. There's water shortages everywhere. There's inflation. There's the living wage for most Americans is not good enough to pay the bills. So Trump needs to figure something out quick to get some stimmy checks, whether it's from Doge, the Doge department, or whether it's from the tariff, surplus from the tariffs, whatever he wants to call it. He's gonna have to do something. Because he's got to get retail into this market. If you remember, in 2020, If you remember, in 2020, it took the virus, right? Into the summer, it felt like this. It felt terrible. But people realized they were staying home. They were getting paid to stay home. They were getting relief checks. And the stimmy checks hit that fall. And also, they were sitting around watching YouTubers like me and preparing, portfolio. And so we need that type of, I'm saying we don't need a virus again. I'm saying we need more involvement from Trump and the government to help American retail get back into this market, get investors back into this market. And I think we're going to see that in November. I think we're seeing a bottoming of this market for another leg. Arthur Hayes has come out recently and said the 4-year cycle is over with. So, I mean, everything that I've been telling you the last few months, he's been saying, hey, it's no longer the case. The Bitcoin halving, 18 months past the Bitcoin halving, which would be October, would signal an alt season. It's not the case anymore. Now there is room for this crypto market to not take so many big dumps like in the past. Maybe we're just dipping a little bit and then we're gonna head higher. I don't see Bitcoin going really low, bro. institutions are holding on to it. They're holding up this market, and they're not letting go. They realize the value of Bitcoin. So I don't think it's going down much lower. The 50-week EMA is still, I think now it's creeping up now like 101. I don't think we can go if we go any lower than 101, then we're in a bear market, in my opinion. We stay above this, we're great. 3.7 trillion overall in the market right now is very bullish to me. We haven't dropped. It's really, 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 really good stuff, man. I'm pumped. I am pumped. I'm enjoying myself. And Pucon, one of my sons is filming this right now for me. Shout out to little Charlie. And we are gonna keep pushing this thing forward. Hey, hold on to your dry powder. Don't make any crazy trades. You know, don't over leverage in this market thinking that the market's gonna dump or gonna pump. The liquidation levels are right here. It's the same liquidation levels for shorts as it is for longs. We're gonna be in a little bit of a range here. Market makers are going to be, trying to, knock out shorts, and they're going to be trying to knock out longs. So don't get caught up into that, okay? I will be live streaming tonight. Get in my rocket room. Get in my inner circle Telegram groups that I have right now. We are growing. We have some great promotions happening in there right now. Get in there. Links in the description. Stayer is out.